Alright, welcome back to Ami Show, and this is the most exciting and most interesting part of our EU addiction, that we are first media in eBay Germany. Nice to meet you, Mr. Martin.
Nice to meet you.
And today we are a great honor to have Mr. Martin, the director from electronic category and also APAC importer from eBay Germany. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for sharing this information.
Thanks for coming over the long way, and you had a long journey, right?
It's a long journey. It's a long story. I will tell you later. Okay, let's go to the point.
Yeah.
Germany has been a great market for e-commerce sellers in China, and eBay especially is one of the biggest players in this market. And since you have been working for eBay for a long time and you know this market very well, how do you like this market, and anything you want to share with us about eBay Germany and also the German market?
Yeah, there are a couple of things you need to keep in mind. Yeah, so first one, Germany is a big economy overall. Yeah, it's the number 4 economy in the world and the largest in Europe. German e-commerce is also big, so it's more than 50 billion euro volume. We have 56 million online shoppers, so it's a big market. And eBay is very well or strong positioned in that market. One thing you need to know is we run a bunch of companies here or brands here. Yeah? So there is of course a traditional eBay marketplace, which is big, 70 million active buyers in the market, but there is also eBay Kleinanzeigen, which is our classifieds format, so more locally in big cities, also more from private users to be used. Then there is mobile.de, which is our car market, and we recently have also launched Catch, which is a new platform for young value shoppers, and it started pretty successful. Not to forget Brands for Friends is a private shopping club which we are also having.
Catch.app.
Catch.app. Exactly.
That's special for young generation.
Yes, it's a mobile first shopping destination. It's powered by our public API, so all the inventory comes from eBay Core, but it's much more visual, much more inspirational for a specific target audience, young value shoppers.
So it means that we have new opportunity and new channels from eBay.
Yeah.
So,
one thing to mention also, very important. So eBay is, in a combination of this portfolio, the clear market leader in German e-commerce. Yeah? So eBay Germany and eBay Classifieds combined account for 42% of the online shopping minutes in Germany, which makes us the biggest player here.
Wow, biggest player.
42% of online shopping minutes.
So my second question is, many of my friends, they have some stories happening in the last 2 years in Germany. They say, I lost some money in one platform, but I make big money from the other big platform. So it means that in this market you have local sellers, you have Chinese sellers. And how do you like them? And what's the advantage? And what the things they need to improve to get better performances?
I mean, it's interesting to look at CBT from China to Germany in a bit more historical context, because it has quite developed over time. Cross-border trade was always in the DNA of this company. It was always a big part of our business model. eBay was pioneer in China in helping sellers to sell overseas, so we were the first who saw the opportunity. But Germany as a market has always been a bit underpenetrated in that business. So the Chinese sellers have been focusing more, I would say, on the English-speaking countries like US or UK. And now this changes a little bit. I mean, there are other reasons as well. So the German customers can have very high expectations in terms of retail standards. So as we have as a company, there are also a lot of regulations in the German market. So there were reasons why other markets have been bigger for Chinese sellers. But this is changing these days. Many sellers see the opportunity and specifically invest in the German market and also into eBay, and we think we are the partner of choice for many sellers. And one of the reasons is we do not compete with our sellers. We do not have an own retail business where we buy products, where we spy the data of our sellers and then takes the business on our own. That's not what we are doing. The success of our sellers is our success, and we are a fair partner and marketplace.
I like your comments that we talk about.
It was not about anyone specifically.
Yes,
of course.
Yes, of course. You mentioned about the customers. So,
Yes.
the other question is coming up. Yeah. Many of the sellers, they have problems about how to get trust from the customers. Because if you get trust from the customer, maybe the product, maybe the quality, maybe the customer service, maybe the return, because they have problems to get better performance. So any suggestion for you? Because as you mentioned just now, many of the sellers are more focused on English market, but German market is increasing, and people here, they have very big potential. So any suggestion for them?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. So first, trust is very important for the German customers. So they have high expectations in terms of retail standards, which goes together with good item descriptions, but also good customer service, ability to return the products, all those kind of things. Yeah, and for us, as we are running this marketplace, the trust is also very important for us. So we help sellers to improve the trust on our side, provide them data where they are not good enough, but we are also managing it, and also on the one hand pushing sellers who provide great trust to our buyers, and on the other side also sometimes blocking even sellers where we believe they are not good enough for our expectations. And the important thing to keep in mind is these are the same standards and the same rules for all sellers. If they are domestic or overseas sellers, so we are managing, so we really have a level playing field here, and then managing all sellers the same.
All right. So you have, according to my understanding, you know this market so well, and I actually do some Google about you. Right? I know that you have been working in eBay for over 15 years, right?
That's right.
And so it means that you know this market really, really well. You know, the cross-border trading is like developing faster and faster and faster in these years. And how do you like, what it will be becoming in the future, and what's your suggestion about this? Any suggestion?
Yeah, I mean, we as a company help our sellers to be successful in cross-border trade, and of course we have great teams on the ground in China, in Shanghai, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, etc., and they are doing everything you would expect there. So they are a great partner to local sellers. They are doing typical account management, but they are also providing shipping services like SpeedPack or local warehouses, where we have a translation API which helps our sellers to, as the name says, do the translation for Germany. We share inventory insights. We give inventory guidance where we believe we have inventory gaps or see trends. So this is everything you can expect from our teams on the ground. I'm with my team working with my counterpart or colleagues over in China, and we also help to make them successful. So I mean, we are in control of the local site here, so we can enable deals and promotions on the eBay side, and we also activate emerging brands from China. So our China team has a program to identify the most promising brands and also apply certain standards. We activate them here in the market, and activating means we promote them on our side, but also we enable them in our search, that you can actually filter for those brands. Xiaomi is one of the examples which we identified very early, I think already 2 years ago, when they haven't been really known, and now their vacuum cleaner was one of the most successful products in Q4. So we sold really a lot of them, first only from Chinese sellers, and now also local sellers saw how well this product is selling, and they also jumped on the opportunity, and now it's a 50-50 mix. And this competition is good for our buyers and good for our marketplaces, and makes all sellers together successful.
So besides the director of APAC import, you also quite specially and quite professional on electronic category. And we know that electronic category is the strongest category in all platforms, eBay especially. So any suggestion for these category sellers? Because according to our understanding, many of the big sellers, they start their own business or they make the best sell from this category. And as a professional advisor, any suggestion for us?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, electronics is a very dynamic category. First of all, it's a very big category for us overall in the marketplace, but also for cross-border. One thing, I mean, there are a couple of things which are very special in electronics. One interesting aspect is that it has a lot to do with trends, and fast-growing categories. I mean, we all know that, I don't know, drones, smart watches, cell phone accessories are fast-growing categories these days, but underneath there are many, many trends, and we, because of the fact that the Chinese sellers are very close to the factory and sometimes spot those trends early, I think this is one opportunity to just be close to the market, spot the trends, and always have the latest trends also available on our site. And we saw many examples in the past from electronics, but also other categories, like toys or so, where Chinese sellers have been very fast in bringing the new trends also to overseas. One other thing to keep in mind for electronics is that it's relatively high regulated category with a lot of product compliance requirements also in the German market. So it's maybe a bit more complicated than selling white t-shirts or so. At the same time, we have great teams on the ground who can help those sellers to comply with these standards. And we have a level playing field. All our sellers, be it local or overseas, needs to follow the same standards and rules. And we, of course, help our sellers, our Chinese sellers, to do that.
You mentioned about compliance.
Yes.
We know that if you want to enter the market, you have to follow the regulation, no matter electronic category or even white t-shirt. So compliance, as I mentioned, another problem that in the past few years, tax VAT is the most critical problems that sellers now need to take care of it. We know that now many of the sellers are taking very serious about this problem. So any suggestion for us about this problem?
Yeah, I mean, also we take it serious, and it's also not German specific. You have that in many markets that cross-border trades needs to fully comply also with the VAT legislation. We have a new legislation in place in Germany. All non-EU sellers who have inventory in the EU need to provide us a tax certificate, and we have zero tolerance there. So if a seller brings us a certificate, he will not be allowed to trade on the site anymore. But I saw many sellers did it. Their business is still healthy and then growing on the German side. And of course, we do not let our sellers alone with that. So we have teams again on the ground in China, but also here locally. And then we have tools and systems in place and help our sellers to manage to go through that process.
I cannot stop notice that you mentioned many times about ground in China and in Germany here. So it seems that you actually know the Chinese market very well. Have you been to China before, or anything interesting you want to share? I heard that you about the Typhoon Guy story. You want to share about the Typhoon Guy story?
It's very popular, the story. So I mean, first I work very closely with the different teams we are having over in China, be it category management or trust or shipping, and I'm also from time to time being over in China in the typical cities where we have offices and visiting those teams. And the story you are referring to happened last year when I've been over for 2 weeks, and the second week also in Hong Kong. And at that time, the typhoon Mangkhut, which was a very strong typhoon, category 5, hit the city, and it actually smashed my window in the hotel room in a 22nd store while I was still in bed.
Wait. Which floor?
22nd floor.
22nd floor. The window is here.
Yeah, so there was suddenly no window anymore, and of course a lot of wind and rain. And the thing most people saw is I tried to get back into the room to get at least my smartphone out, because how can you survive without a smartphone? But I actually failed. It was a bit naive. I was barely able to open the door, and then the storm pushed me out again. And someone actually recorded that, so it was not me. It was other tourists who also had to get evacuated of their room. And this video went a little bit viral also in China. So we had a big seller event in Macau, and random strangers came to me and called me the Typhoon Guy. So I guess this is my name now over in China.
So Mr. Martin, director of the electronic and APAC importing from eBay Germany, is the Typhoon Guy. You know this guy? Do you see his video? And can I find it in YouTube?
Second?
Can I find it in YouTube? your video?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. All right. Okay. Thank you, Martin. She shares very good information.
Yeah.
You know, so sellers they know how to make running in eBay, but actually they don't know this market very well. There's a few problems like the language, like they don't know about compliance and regulation, and we are really looking forward that we can get more ground support from the Chinese team and also the first market information, the first information that from your side, and we are really hoping that with your let's say professional suggestion and regulation, which can help Chinese sellers to become better, and eBay become a bigger and bigger player. Yeah. So I will keep something for you. You want to share something with our readers?
No, I mean, thanks a lot for coming over the long way, and thanks a lot for all the Chinese sellers who bring great product and great customer experience to our German buyers. It makes the marketplace for all sellers just more attractive, yeah. And
by the way, when the typhoon hit me in 22th floor, I was in 7th floor, and I'm also struggled. But I think typhoon is something, you know, in China that if one guy survived from one disaster, he will survive from everything. So
nothing else can happen.
Nothing else can happen to you.
Awesome.
Thank you again. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for sharing. So thank you for your time, and don't forget, come back to us, the EU inspection. Bye. Now we are outside in the big campus of eBay Germany, and I was told that there's over 1,000 staff here.
Yep.
Anything more interesting want to share with us?
Definitely. So welcome to the eBay campus, of course. Yes, our nice piazza. We have different companies. I mean, all the portfolio of the companies I talked before is based here. Yeah. Couple of things overall to eBay. Yeah? One interesting thing. So I mean, you might know. eBay has been founded in 1995 by Pierre Omidyar. This is all known. Yeah, the first item which has been sold was a broken laser pointer.
Wait, broken laser pointer?
A broken laser pointer was the beginning of eBay. The interesting thing is that a Canadian buyer bought this item from Pierre Omidyar, which means our first transaction was already cross-border trade.
So
we are cross-border trade from the beginning.
You're the original one.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
And the laser pointer is also still visible. So it's exhibited at the campus in San Jose. For eBay Germany, we are having our 20th birthday in Germany now, and the important thing is here we are around for quite some time. There are always new marketplaces come and go, not us. Yeah, so eBay has been acquired. eBay acquired a company in 1999, and this year in June and July we will have our 20th birthday. To this campus we moved 2001, which is now 18 years ago. So and I've seen most of the time here, of course.
Right, so 18 years here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I joined 2003.
It's very interesting about that this is already 18 years old. It's like a teenager.
True.
So what do you expect from this teenager in the next 10 years? When you become a man.
I mean, we talked about that. So we are investing a lot in our business. Catch is a new platform. We are investing in fulfillment solutions. We are investing in active buyer growth. So we are a very relevant player in the market. And again, we are around for quite some time and will be. Yeah? And also for your sellers. I mean, there are always new marketplaces coming, and it's associated with cost to start trading on a new marketplace. Yeah, better invest in eBay, because we are here for so long, we will be. So
from teenager to a grown man.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. I will take around, and I will take around these teenagers.
Yes, right? Good. Have fun. Huh?
It's truly one of the most international and computer all day and answering emails. It's really this whole working together atmosphere.
We all want to work together and want to make things happen. And you really feel that around the campus.
The eBay is also very brave. Like, people are not afraid to try new ideas.
In the campus we have mobile.de, eBay Kleinanzeigen, StubHub and Brands for Friends.